meal.
People have given up on everything.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a kind of hopelessness.
They live out of their booze, their drugs. You know, they've given up.
Yeah.
That's why they're out here in the dirt like a bunch of dogs.
So
they don't even try and go in the shelters anymore.
So they've lost. They've kind of become despondent. They've lost hope.
They need programs to take care of these people, give them professional help.
Uh-huh.
And then maybe these places wouldn't be necessary.
Yeah.
You know, or at least try and help some of the people that are trying to do something for themselves before they wind up like that.
Yeah, I noticed in Reno there seems to be a real abundance of housing that nobody lives in, like old buildings, hotels, stuff like that. And do you think what's the can you comment on what the difference between Reno and other places that you've been homeless? Is there some place that was better than other places?
I have been floating around the country, mostly up northwest. Most of the missions aren't as big as this, but they supply a breakfast of some sort, a lunch. The one thing that this place doesn't have is the community coming to it when they need a laborer for the day.
Yeah. Like community service and stuff.
Big city mission in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Okay. All the facilities, whether it be welfare, anything, is in that building. And they have people coming there to employ them.
So if you needed work, they'd have people lined up that would say, "We need a day labor."
To work, this is provided.
Yeah.
Okay. People are calling in there at all hours. I was there. I worked a small day thing in a restaurant because I'm a professional cook. And then I worked at a country club at night cleaning it up.
So you had some spare money to eat and
kitchen experience, just clean it up.
Yeah, and why do you think they don't do that here in Reno? You think it's just a lack of government involvement?
From what I've seen, the people, I've got several friends here that go out every day trying to work. Every day. Some of them 3, 4, 5 applications every day.
And they're not finding work.
If you put the address of this place where you live, they just a round file.
Yeah.
There's discrimination against the people that are here as far as employment in these casinos and businesses.
Okay, and let me just ask you one more question, and thanks for your insight. It's great. Is there this is kind of more of a relaxed, fun question. Are there activities and stuff and special talents that you have that you like to do that you are affected by you having to deal with being homeless that you can't do, like fishing or hunting or writing poetry or whatever you do? Yeah.
I haven't done any of them things in years because of the level of my income. You know, there's no reason why I shouldn't have a driver's license. I just let it expire.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a vehicle, so therefore I can't get around like you and anybody else. You know, I was brought up hunting and fishing every day.
Yeah.
We weren't even concerned with licenses back home in the Great Lakes.
Is that where you grew up in Michigan, up in that area? The great Midwest?
Well, it was a way of life, you know.
Yeah.
You fished year-round, you hunted year-round. It wasn't abusive. You took what you needed.
And what do you think for the future for you? I mean, do you think that you're going to be able to get into a place?
I don't have any real future because I was in the hospital back in August, and they found cancer spots in both my lungs. So it's just a matter of come back in 6 months and check the growth and whatever progresses from there. So I don't think in terms like young people with ambitions and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
You're just kind of living your life and trying to make the best of it.
My wife died 16 years ago. I've been alone. My children are growing up. They're engineers and doctors and stuff. And they don't have any time for me.
Oh, so you do have a family, but they
Can you tell us about Vietnam and how you feel that affected you and how the government treated Vietnam vets?
Well, I would I wasn't affected by it like a lot of people. When I came, got out, I got married, I tried to go to work. I worked, I raised a family.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
So you
homeless
did
and
pretty good
all
when
that
you were
crazy
done.
shit.
Yeah.
But I remember when I went to file for unemployment the week after I got out of the Marine Corps, and I had about 50 people in this unemployment office just about mobbed me because the woman behind the counter, when I passed her my discharge papers, you know, oh, she called me a baby killer. That was the theme back then.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I forcibly had to remove myself from that office.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah.
But other than that, I never let those things get to me.
Yeah.
You know, I was there twice, not just once.
Yeah.
And I lost all my friends, but two.
How come?
From the war.
Oh, from the war.
They were killed over there.
Yeah.
There was only 3 of us out of about a dozen and a half people that were really tight. We had a tight group.
Uh-huh.
You know, and all the rest of them died.
Wow. That's rugged.
You wind up a little bit of guilt because you lived and they didn't. You know, that kind of shit. But it's something you
Do you still think about the war at all? Does it affect you?
No, I quit having dreams and stuff about that shit 25 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
If you're still sane, you push it to the back somewhere.
Right.
You know. So
What do you think about the war going on now?
they should let them go in there and win the war. That's the purpose of them being there.
Right.
For them to try and carry on like it's another police action, being policemen for another country's
Nation
people,
building and stuff like that.
you know. All it's going to do is drag things out, get more people killed.
Yeah.
You have to go in and destroy the enemy.
Right.
And they won't let them do that.
Right.
Because they can't tell who the enemy is.
Right.
Because one day it was like in Vietnam. One day they were with us. At night they were Charlie. You know? So it's the same thing in that country.